Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Lake. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Rice Owls and the Temple Owls. Reese Davis, David Colley, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Rice's head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone. We are going to be just fine. He's challenged encouraged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense comes onto the field first today. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never... A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. Got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Owls are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. They put the brakes on him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
What they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Chase. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Play action on 1st down. Out wide right. It's Clark. Breaks free and he might be gone. All the way. Touchdown Temple. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rice's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And let's take a look at Quentin Jackson. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long... a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year. Is going to be the whole key to the offense.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
3rd and long coming up. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Temple offense heads out to start this. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Drives inside. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Snags it, and he's open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension
To the offensive line, they're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Keeps it himself. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
He'll take it himself. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll run it. Just ran over it.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Shakes off the defender. Looking for the end zone. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this, sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Owls sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Making his first move. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Smith.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range.
Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Firing toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Runs for the tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Chase. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Mason. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here they come, up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're all over it. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. The give on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Right side, it's Clark. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Brown wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
He's going to take off. Out wide right, it's Chase. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Hits inside, it's Mason. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Owls!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Got the back over the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Brown will throw it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
Going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Half time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at UMass versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Minutemen, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they parlay this to postseason success? Back now to your game inside the link.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Temple head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll ride him again. Nice move to keep running. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. From the gun, it's Mason. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Nowhere to go.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Right side, it's Bermudez. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just gets rid of that one.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mitchell. Hits him with a stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Mason. Sweet cut there. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. They'll run it. It's Mason. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive line.
Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Owls. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to get the corner. Plows through the defense. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hands it off. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Owls sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And, man, it's really nice. QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Holds on, it's Bermudez. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give, it's Mason. Bulldozes his way through. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Pulls it. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first three periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the right sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gives it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's going to run it. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Brown wants to pass. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. He's looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. breaks the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to... Needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Turning it on. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Looking to the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Brown will throw it. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mason. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice makes its way onto the field to get things going on offense. Off play action on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Owls! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another one on the board. Fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And he makes the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 2nd down coming up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Brown wants to pass. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Wants to throw on 1st. Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The give to the left. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but